Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a video on the Lowsy channel, and today we're going to be talking about Arsenal versus Manchester City, the teams that people were backing to win the league. I backed Arsenal. What did you back? But before we get into the video, and I don't need my mic like I just tried to there, please make sure you like, subscribe and comment, because I know I've been gone for 2 weeks, but that aim of 300 subscribers is still on for the end of the year, and I really want to hit it, guys. I'm back, I had things to sort out. I had lots of job interviews. Obviously, I want to do this full time, but I need investment from somewhere to make good videos for you. And oh boy, let me tell you, big videos are coming in different countries, in London. But that's all I'm saying for now, guys. So let's get into the video. Okay then, boys, now we are talking about the game in this little segment, and we're going to look at Arsenal's team first and the starting 11 that Arsenal lined up with. Starting with Raya and goal. The first half, Raya was very shaky. Of course, they had that chance where Alvarez closed them down, actually nearly scored. And it just didn't look comfortable in that first half. And there was some points of the game, and even Gary Neville was saying, oh, just get it long, because every time he was trying to play out from the back, it just wasn't working. But that was a totally different story in the second half. But let's talk about that more soon. Now, at the back, it was Ben White at right back, William Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko. Just about Saliba. I wouldn't have Haaland still in his back pocket. And then in the middle, Odegaard, Rice and Jorginho. Up front, Gabriel Jesus on the right replacing Saka, Eddie Nketiah up front, and Leandro Trossard on the left, who's actually pulled his hamstring and pulled out the Belgium squad. Arsenal fans, so that is not good for you. But let's just talk about the back four he chose first. Ben White, I think, is solid. Saliba, quick, strong, Rolls Royce as to call him. Gabriel, big brute, gets that ball away. He'll put a horrendous tackle in. He does not care. He wants that ball and he wants it gone. And you've got Saliba, the more ball playing technical centre back. These two centre backs are amazing. They really suit each other and accompany each other well. And then left back Zinchenko, obviously we know he plays that inverted role. So what you would see is Zinchenko will come up here, and then Gabriel go there. Saliba will move there. White will come in here. Then you might get like a fine Odegaard here. You might find Jorginho here. You might find Rice there and Zinchenko here. And that's how you can see Arsenal line up at times. But now if we just want to quickly move them all back into the back four, I'm not going to make it nice and neat, because we do need to talk about that midfield, which saw Rice, Jorginho and Odegaard. Obviously Odegaard, the captain, one of Arsenal's best players, has to start. You'll see Odegaard, he'll be here, he'll be here, he'll be here, he'll pick up the ball from here. He kind of deserves a little free roam in this Arsenal midfield, because you'll see him everywhere on the pitch, and he likes to pick up the ball and bring the ball here, and he'll have a shot on sight, which we know he can do because he scored some amazing goals. Did it against Newcastle at St James's Park, and he can also give the ball to Jesus. But we're not going to talk about the attack yet, actually, so we'll move Odegaard back here. Declan Rice, wow, Declan Rice. The fact that people even said when Declan Rice went to Arsenal is, the audacity they had to say it. And I'm not an Arsenal fan, if you didn't know already. I'm a Newcastle fan. But just to say that people going, Declan Rice, he's done it, Declan Rice, he's done it at West Ham. No. Now he's doing it at Arsenal. He is a world-class footballer, and you can see the adjustments Arteta's helped them make as well. He's picking up the ball, he's springing the ball over there, he's springing it over there. He's making the right pass. He's getting them last little tackles in. He's so good on the ball, and it's so crucial for Arsenal's team. And you heard Pep say through the week, we wanted Rice, but Arsenal bidded more money. 105 million for Rice? Steal. World-class footballer. And now, the thing that everyone said, really? Jorginho. Wow, he had a great game yesterday. And this was such a tactical decision from Mikel Arteta to put Jorginho in. A great passer on the ball. Someone who's just fantastic with the ball, and he showed his quality in the game. You need someone who can help you retain possession. Jorginho's that man. And this midfield was spot on from Arteta, who got his tactics 10 out of 10 last night. But you see Jorginho, he was here, and he was sitting there, and he would get that ball away. Or even he was just sitting in the midfield, and he got a yellow card very early on in the game. And it did not affect him. I thought when he got that card, I was like, ooh, against City that early. But it was a great tactical foul from him as well, because he stopped Man City breaking. But I just thought, but he had a fantastic game. and he deserves he des- deserves to play the next game for Arsenal because he was brilliant. And Thomas Partey was on the bench, and Thomas Partey could have played, but Arteta stuck to Jorginho. And what a difference he made! And now let's talk about the front three. Eddie and Nketiah will start with. The boy worked his socks off. Had a great game, in my opinion. Obviously didn't score, but the lad just grafts and grafts and grafts. He puts the pressure on. He presses really well. He had a shot. It went wide. Maybe should have done a bit better. Obviously, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 performance. I'd suppose he got a 7.5 to 8. But I thought he was there. You know, he was in the game. He didn't look out of his depth. And I quite like Eddie Nketiah. Obviously, I think Arsenal's strongest attack is Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka. But obviously, Saka injured. You know, Eddie Nketiah, he's been playing a lot of games this season. Did his job. And that's what you can ask from for your strike. I didn't get a goal, but he did his press and he worked his socks off, and fair play to him because Arsenal got the win, so they won't criticise him. Now we'll go to Trossard. He was he was in the game. He got took off it. He got an injury. And the person that he actually got took off for made the difference, getting the goal, Martinelli. And yeah, I think Trossard had a bog standard game. And Gabriel Jesus, I thought he had a great game. I thought you didn't really miss Saka there. But the thing is, I've got with Jesus, I really like him, but he has the ball here, and then you think, Nketiah's here, you think, pass, just pass, just pass. And then he'll come here, and then here, and then here, and he's trying to beat that man every single time. Where sometimes the easiest just pass the ball, Nketiah scores, and they're off celebrating together. But I think Gabriel Jesus at times he's trying to just be a perfectionist. But that was Arsenal's team, and what I saw very well was yesterday. In the first half, it was a bit. I thought it was even first half, but the second half, it was literally like sometimes you'd see. So let's just put that three back because the inverted wing back role for Zinchenko. So say that was your back three. I'll spend that a bit more actually. Say that was your back three, and then you had Odegaard here, Jorginho was sitting. You had Rice was here, Zinchenko was here. Maybe put him there. And this is like how Arsenal had it. And they had that here, this little box. So I'm trying to make the box. And they had the box here. And then you had, when Martinelli came on, making runs there. And that's how the goal happens. Jesus had him here. And this was so crucial because even you have Ben White coming up the wings as well. And the really boxed Man City. And in my opinion, where I thought Man City were like, ooh, I was like, haven't seen Man City struggle this much in a game before. And even at times I saw like Rice was even here filling in for Zinchenko when Zinchenko was in the midfield. And they just knew where to be, the Arsenal players. Every single one of them knew where they had to be. And I just thought Arsenal were fantastic yesterday. And I thought they really did deserve the win. And that's a massive win for Arsenal because I haven't beat Man City in the league in years. Obviously, they've beat them in the Community Shield. And they beat them in the FA Cup semi-finals. Yeah, Arteta won his first ever trophy with Arsenal as a manager. And that's put to bed now because they beat them in the league and they deserve to beat them in the league. And City should have been on 10 men. We'll get on to that when I show you City's team. But they didn't get they weren't on 10 men. And Arsenal beat them with 11 men. So that could even stop City fans from saying, oh, well, you beat with 10 men. They didn't. They beat you with 11 men when they should have beat you with 10 men. And that is 4 games in all competitions. City and 3 losses to my team Newcastle, to Wolverhampton, beat Leipzig, lose to Arsenal. And now that sits both of the North London teams top of the Premier League on 20 points. But let's move into Man City, guys. Now then, on to Man City. Obviously the standard 4-3-3. The team was Edison, Diaz, Walker, Ake, Gavardio, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Rico Lewis, Julian Alvarez, Phil Foden and Erling Haaland. You can see there's a red card on Kovacic. I just kept that. Oh, well, I wouldn't say to remind myself, but I would have remembered anyways. Should have been sent off. I think the first tackle, if you look at Curtis Jones' tackle last week, I think Kovacic is a way. I like Man City, by the way, and I know it sounds like I don't because this video is about Arsenal, but he should have been sent off. In my opinion, that tackle was worse than Curtis Jones last week because Curtis Jones has went for the ball, his foot slipped over. I create a red card, but I think Kovacic has to be red carded as well because the ball's not even there. He's come on the Achilles from behind. Terrible, terrible tackle. And then it was a yellow card. Right, get on with the game. Not going to go back and do anything about it. Again, Declan Rice gets the ball on his foot. Mikel Arteta, who's from Newcastle, play on, get up. Bad decision from Michael Oliver. I think he's a great referee, so I just think he missed it. Um, and I wouldn't read too much, and like I think Arsenal fans will feel a bit angry about it because if you remember, Michael Oliver was there against Wolves when he double yellow carded Martinelli. But that Kovacic one was a red card. He got that one wrong. But let's look at City's team then. So the goal machine Haaland played up front. Didn't have a sniff. He had one chance where he was through on goal. He was about here. And Saliba just absolute outstrengths him in his back pocket. He didn't get a sniff, Haaland. Now Phil Foden, frustrating game for Phil. I think really like he played a bit. He was a bit here at times. That's actually I even saw him here at a time. He just couldn't get in the game, but not many City players could get in the game. And Julian Alvarez, he's been playing here for City quite a bit, but he was all over as well. They didn't do anything the front three. The midfield should have been off. Didn't really notice Bernardo Silva that much. He was playing quite deep. I thought Bernardo Silva. He's playing in the centre. And then Rico Lewis, obviously Pep talked him a big time through the week and he didn't deliver, unfortunately. He normally plays here, he comes in here. But he played in the midfield. Just didn't think much of it. Now let's go to the defence. Nathan Ake possibly should have scored in the first half. Ball came over the top when Arsenal were struggling a bit. Raya missed the ball. Ake comes in, chips it over the bar. Maybe should have scored. Ruben Dias, in my opinion, one of the best centre backs in the league. I thought he defended all right. Kyle Walker, just a normal game for him. And Gavardiol, he did all right. I thought I would prefer this, to be honest with you. Even I'm not a City fan, but I just think this is more solid, to be honest with you. And I know they both can play left back, but I just think Ake's a better left back than Gavardiol, and I think Gavardiol's a better centre back than Ake. But obviously, Pep's the greatest manager of all time, so he knows better than me, and he thought that game Gavardiol would have been better out on the left, and Ake would have been the better centre back. But that was it from City's side up, guys. So I just thought City were below average, and they have been for the last couple of weeks. Obviously, they are missing Kevin De Bruyne. They're missing Rodri through suspension. So obviously, that's two key players that they missed, and also missed Saka. But you've just got to say, right, we didn't have the players. Rodri got himself sent off. De Bruyne's injured. Fair play, Arsenal. We'll get you back at the Emirates. And that is actually the video, guys. So let me just talk about the managers for the last segment, and it was actually Arteta out-tacticking Pep. I thought, tactic-wise yesterday, Mikel Arteta smashed it in that second half. And I also think his substitutions were absolutely phenomenal. Tomiyasu, Kai Havertz, help us out. Martinelli, who obviously scored the goal. And Thomas Partey. All were superb when they came on. Obviously, Kai Havertz getting the assist. I think it was I want to say it was a Tomiyasu ball, maybe, to Havertz. I watched it, I can't remember now, but I know Havertz headed the ball. Martinelli comes in, hits it, takes the deflection, goes in. Arsenal, the Emirates erupts. But I think all them substitutes were spot on when Zinchenko come off for Tomiyasu. It was just a perfect switches from Arsenal, and Arteta really would get a 10 out of 10 from me if I was rating his performance for the Arsenal yesterday. Pep, I just think he's a great manager and he had a game plan, but you just got to give your credit to Mikel Arteta. But guys, what did you think of the game? Do you want to see more videos like this on the tactic board? Do you want us to buy a tactic board, put it here or here, and we can do some work on there? And do you want us to analyse football games as well and give my opinion or how I would set up against this team? Let us know, guys. But as I say, thank you so much for watching the video. We are back. Get on my Twitch. There'll be a link in the description because I'm actually live streaming FIFA EAFC 24 tonight. So be there, watch it. We'll have a bit of crack on stream, guys. Why not, It's a bit of fun at the end of the day. Watch us get angry. Watch us get me ass. And yeah, help us reach our goal of 300 subscribers. I'll see you in the next one.